Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to World of Tanks with me, Gitbag. This is my second ever video with World of Tanks, and like I said last time in my first video, if you find any faults with this video, please just let me know, and I apologise if you do. Right, now let's get straight into the action. Last time I did a video for you guys, I went in with my beloved Tier 9 American tank destroyer, the T-95. Since then I have upgraded its gun, but I think this game I'll do something a little bit different. I'll go in with my mighty Tier 8 premium preferential Soviet heavy tank, KV-5, a very rare vehicle that I only managed to get because it was on a special offer, and I managed to get it for my 20th birthday recently, about a month ago. So let's go in with this old beast. Now the KV-5 is particularly special amongst Tier 8 heavy tanks for me, particularly because it actually hasn't got a very good gun. Well, for its tier, I mean, its gun is good, but its gun is more like a lower Tier 7 or higher Tier 6 sort of gun. And so it's got okay-ish penetration, but not the most amazing damage. The KV-5's main strength is that it's actually got quite a lot of health, and its armour is okay-ish, but there are a lot of weak spots on it. You can see from here there's a lot of gun slits and gun turrets to shoot, so it's got quite a lot of weak spots. What I really like about it is it's an amazing ramming tank. You fit this thing with a super heavy spool liner, go down a hill at an enemy tank, and you will do shit tons of damage to them. Unless they're like sort of something incredibly heavy like the T-95 or the E-100 or the Morse, which is just like super beefy and heavy, then you'll probably just end up sort of hurting yourself more than anything. Okay, so here we are on attack and defend. Just sort of seeing which sides my teammates gone. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this seems like just about more going on the other side. So I'm going to go on this side for a bit and just see how things develop here. So actually, the numbers of our team dispersing around kind of equal on either side, so I'm just going to see how things evolve and develop over the course of the battle. I remember actually one of my favourite ever World of Tanks videos was done by my friend Telescuffle. It was on this map where he was playing as the KV-2 with its 107mm gun, and he managed to get like, I think it was like Top Gun or something, and he managed to like hold the line against like wave after wave of like really determined Tier 5 and Tier 4 and a couple of Tier 6 enemy tanks, and he was in the same position. He was in on defense mode, and he managed to hold off the enemy team really narrowly, and managed to hold them off until the timer went down, I think. It was just a really intense match. If you go on his channel, it's an old video, but he's still got on there. It's really amazing video. Oh, nice one. Set that IS-6 on fire, but he had a fire extinguisher. Not a particularly smart player there, as shown by my shell to the rear, which killed him. I mean, he shouldn't have charged out like that. That was very unwise. I mean, I admit, I do that myself sometimes, which is stupid, but that was just to go out when you've got no scouts going out, and when you've got 2 tank destroyers, 2 heavy tanks, no, 3 heavy tanks. You haven't got the greatest grasp of tactics. You need to wait until you're massed up with your allies, some scouts going out front, spotting the enemy for you before you launch a head-on attack. And that guy clearly didn't realise that. And now that the IS-3 is doing that as well for some reason, I'm not sure why he's doing that. I could imagine if it was a super beefy tank like the Super Pershing there, or the or my D-95 or something like the E-100. But then, even then it would still be very dangerous. Mind you, with this Super Pershing that I'm shooting at here, that particular tank has been nerfed quite a lot since like the last few updates ago. So its armour isn't as daunting as before, so it's not as much of a challenge to defeat really. Okay, so 4-5. Not looking too amazing for us, but it could be much worse. Fortunately, the other flank looks like it's crumbling, and this flank looks pretty secure for the time being, so I'm going to switch over to the other flank just to lend a bit of support there, because it looks like they're being surrounded and outgunned over there. Although they are managing to fight back pretty hard, so I'm not sure what I should do right now, because the enemy don't seem to be doing much. But then my Gitbag sensors start tinkling, and I see an enemy heavy tank over there, and a tank destroyer no less. AC AMX AC 46 Tier 7 French tank destroyer. Good tank actually. It's got an alright gun. So not the best frontal armour, but mind you, once you get to the next tank on that line, the Tier 8 French tank destroyer, that thing has got some terrifying frontal armour. I mean, but its only weakness is that it's got really low health. It's weird actually that with all the French tanks on that, with all the French tank lines really, the first few tiers are like kind of crap, and then after that, you know, it goes completely differently. Like for the French tank destroyer line, first few tiers it's really lightly armoured, not the greatest guns, mainly rate of fire is the big emphasis. And then when you get to like Tier 7 and above, tanks start getting really fast, armour starts getting much better and all that with the French tank destroyers. And then it's weird, it's like the other way round with like their medium and heavy lines. Like, starts off really slow, quite heavily armoured, and the higher up the tier you get, the much more lightly armoured you are, but also the much more faster and bigger guns and auto-loaders you get. That's a really weird trend with the French tanks. It's like they start off like the opposite of how they should be, and then finish the opposite of how the other nations of those tank tree lines would end. I mean, it's just weird. But mind you, French tanks are good. Well, most of them. I mean, there are a handful of them, like any other nation that suck, like the ARL V-39 or the MX-12D. And yeah, I just can't stand those tanks. They're just horrendous. Okay, so I'm rooting out this IS-3 now. He's pretty much fricked. I mean, his team is almost entirely dead. It's just him is the only really big threat to us right now. So fortunately, he dings off of me. I think he calls me a lucky bastard or something. I don't know. I decided to go in for the kill because I'm the bigger beat here. And why are you supposed to go in for it? I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm a lot taller than him, so I can shoot down on top of him. Unfortunately, I missed the first shot there, so that's a bit stupid and unfortunate. But then I managed to get a shot in on his commander's hatch, and then the RT gets a very close shot in and destroys him. Not much we can do now apart from hunt down their last artillery. So this hasn't been an amazingly dynamic game. What? It's not been too bad. I mean, one thing's for sure. At least it wouldn't have been as sort of dull as, like, say, an arty match. Because, I mean, I really love my Su-8 Tier 6 Soviet arty, but I think if you do an RT replay game, RT replay video, it's got to be dynamic, drastic and interesting, whereas with my SUA I'm usually very cautious and technical, so I doubt me doing an RT video would be particularly interesting, unfortunately. Can't find that bloody RT anywhere. Oh, turned off my HUD there for no reason. Well, there he is, and our Hellcat's got him pretty much in between his claws. And just wait a moment. Come on, you can do it. There we go, nice one. Okay, so that was an amazingly dramatic game, but it was good enough, I think. Because I've got premium at the moment, I got about like 70,000 credits there, about 3,600 XP and Mastery Badge 3rd class. I didn't do amazingly well. That's been kind of happening with me recently. I think, like, I don't know, the tanks I'm using just not widely used, or is it just because other people are doing so crap with them? Because I keep getting Mastery Badges when I've been doing really crap. But oh well, you know, I'm not complaining, it makes me look good. Anyway, that's it for episode 2 of World of Tanks with Gitbag. If you guys have any suggestions for future videos, please just let us know. And I'll be happy to answer any questions, so please just let us know. If you'd like me to do any other type of tank in the future, just suggest in the comment section below, and I'll try and do my best to get back to you if I can. In the meantime, roll out, and I'll see you on the battlefield. And until next time, take care.